That Baltimore is seeing a lot of change, but also a stubborn inability to solve some very big problems. Brandon Scott is the 9th mayor I've covered.
My conversation with Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott started with a question sure to provoke strong opinions in the public.
How livable do you think Baltimore is? Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most livable.
I would put us right now, I would say at I'll just say a 7, 6.5 out of 10.
Why that number?
Well, I think that we've made some progress, right? But I think that we have great things going on. That's why I say 6.5 and 7. But we still have some challenges.
Challenges with deep roots. I've spent more than 40 years covering them. Let's start with population. In 1979, the year I arrived in Baltimore, the city's population was 786,741. The flight to the suburbs was already underway. It is still going on. The city's population in 2020, 586,131, a 25.5% loss. The city's crime rate remains an unrelenting challenge. Since 1979, we've elected 6 state's attorneys, 9 mayors. There have been 16 police commissioners. In that time, nearly 12,000 people have been killed in homicides. And we're on the same track now to repeat the entire decade of the 1990s, when we saw more than 300 homicides per year. What has changed, the mayor said, the nature of violence.
This isn't 1990s crime. This isn't 2010 or 2011's crime, right? So you can't fight it with those outdated tactics because we know it won't work.
No longer, Scott said, is gun violence primarily related to drug trafficking.
We consistently are now seeing basic level disputes, right? We've seen now, unfortunately, on multiple occasions recently, fights at bars end up in gunfire, right? That has nothing to do with drugs. That's a basic human conflict. We've seen time and time again now someone being upset that their ex has moved on or moved on to a new person. They're gonna take that violence out on that new person. But it's so much deeper than what it used to be. And if it is, that means that we have to attack it in a different way.
A new challenge within the effort to reduce gun violence, the sharp increase in the use of so-called ghost guns, unheard of before the last few years. The Polymer 80 ghost gun is now the leading gun by manufacturer in guns seized by Baltimore police, a gun you can't even trace.
There is no silver bullet. There's not one train that's going to help us to resolve this issue. We have to do all of them, to include having the impact on in the community sections that prevent folks from getting to that mindset, and on the back end, working with our partners in the justice system to make sure that there is certainty of consequences.
Baltimore has suffered a steady decline in jobs over the past 4 decades, led by the loss of manufacturing jobs replaced by warehouse jobs. The old GM plant on Browning Highway, now occupied by Amazon. In 1979, there were 508,100 jobs in Baltimore. In 2020, there were 415,074 jobs. To be sure, some areas of the city are growing and redeveloping. Camden Yards was built and opened in 1992, Ravens Stadium in 1998. Hospital systems have steadily expanded, becoming what some call Baltimore's Wall Street. In July of 1980, I covered the opening of Harbor Place, a symbol at the time of the city's renaissance. We all know what happened with now vacant storefronts and disrepair. Might there now be a second renaissance of the city's treasured inner harbor? A new developer, local, is in line to take charge.
It's about making this new version of downtown Baltimore what's best for our visitors, but our residents and businesses alike.
That local developer is David Bramble. The mayor, 2 years into his term, told me he is planning to run again.
Jane, only you could do that story for so many reasons.
Well, I've been around long enough to
You got the history.
But it's not just that. You are one of a kind. Many have tried to be you, and nobody can do it. You are universally respected, admired, feared. And we are grateful to call you a mentor, a colleague, and a friend.
There you go. 2 things you hear about Jane in the community. You can run, but you can't hide from Jane, okay? And don't make me call Jane Miller. Okay, that's
Yes,
a testament
that's true.
to your toughness and your tenacity as an investigative reporter and a watchdog for all of Baltimore.
Well,
it's been my honor to work with you for 26 of your 41 years here at the
Yeah, I
station.
know. No, Stan and I have
47,
been-
by the
right,
way.
correct,
Yeah,
right.
all together in the business. And even if you
Long
do make me
time.
look really bad on the golf course.
You know,
We love you. We love you.
Years ago, when she came here, there was a billboard that once called you Calamity Jane.
My
Just
childhood nickname, actually. Yes.
Interesting.
no
yes.
calamity to you. Just
no.
class.
Well, I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of being able to work with, first of all, with great colleagues, but also in a great city and a great region. And the respect that we get from our viewers, I mean, that's the only thing you can ask for is that you get respect. You
Yeah.
give respect, you
Well, you've
get
gotten
respect.
that.
And what I want to be known for is I was fair.
Without a
that's
doubt.
it. Work
Without a
hard
doubt.
and be fair.
And
Fair.
tough.
And the GOAT, greatest of all
There
time,
you
Jane
go.
Miller.
There you go.
We
You're
will
not
miss
just
you.
going to completely disappear. We're
No.
just seeing
No,
some
no,
of the
no,
venues,
don't worry.
okay?
You know,
Okay.
you'll hear from me. No
So
question.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right, Jane, we
New
love you.
ventures await.
Best of
Yes,
luck, and we
correct.
love you.
Thank
Right
you.
there.
Sure.